Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Honey, these fools, I don't know what to even say about these. I just finished the episode, just finished it or whatever. And I feel like Jesus needs to be a fence, a bodyguard, a personal protection order. Jesus gonna be some holy water. Jesus gonna be a lot, okay? Because these fools around here, it's just doing dumb stuff, okay? Doing dumb stuff, acting dumb ways, and not knowing when to go sit down somewhere. And I don't know if it's something in the water. I don't know if they just want to be on TV. I don't know what it is, okay? You know, it's love after lockup, life after lockup is supposed to be a bit messy, a bit entertaining, and all the things in between. But once you get to the point to where people are up here fighting, how this fight happens, because as I said on my social media, I don't care. Look, I respect everybody's choices, their chosen, genders. We respect how people want to be seen and viewed in this world. I fully support people and how they want to be seen and heard in this world. But what I will not ever support is people not acknowledging truths about how things go. And truth is, there are things that are original. There are things that change. And change is okay. However, you have to still remember where you came from at the end of the day. Okay, but let's get into it, because we know for a fact we're going to leave Derek and Monique and their sisters for last. We know that already, okay? Because it's a lot, Okay. However, please make sure that you've done a couple of things first by the way of making sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, JayBird, and dot. Y'all also know to do what? Girl, sorry. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter of the Tur, also on the TikTok. Okay, y'all know to please comment in the comment section because this is going to be a conversation. Okay, this is for sure going to be a conversation, and I don't care who I upset with my thought process. Excuse me. My thought process once we get to Derek and Monique and their sisters, but I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And I'm going to say it respectfully. Oh, but I'm going to say it. Okay. Now, also, please make sure to like the video. Okay. Please and thank you. Liking the video helps all the time. Okay. And y'all know to also share the video. Please. Thank you. And with like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. We know there's the same rigmarole we do every single time we here. I will be live tomorrow at 5, between 5 and 5:30. We're gonna have a good old gossip chat talk. Honey, I know and heard all the shenanigans going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. I did not have time to do a video about it today because I was on, and so I just want to get into all that tomorrow. Okay, so today will be strictly about love. After Lockup, we're not gonna get into the gossip. Everything y'all think I've seen. I have not spoke on it yet, but I saw it. We will discuss it tomorrow. Okay. Hey y'all. Hi to the people. Hi to the people and whatnot. Okay, but yeah, let me get on here, okay, and say hi because I have not clicked on no comments. Okay, ready for the foolishness? I wasn't. Even though I'd already seen a clip of, them getting into it, even though I knew a fight had happened because they had kind of premiered or previewed or gave a little snippet of the fight during Love at the Lockup, just before season. I know what's coming. I was still not ready for this. Okay, I need to drink. All I got is my water. It's a lot. Okay, it's a whole bunch, and I don't know why. Okay, but hey to the people, hi. I know y'all. I'm usually live at around 5:30. Me and my mom and DJ went to go see Creed 3, and so that happened, and so now we are here. Okay, I'm happy y'all came around here a little later on to have the conversation, but these fools around here fooling. Okay, these fools. I had to start my live saying these fools. These fools, okay, but hey, it is giving Zeus. It Zeus Network, and I don't watch Zeus no more. I'm too no. My brain can't take Zeus antics anymore. Okay, not at all. Not at all. Hey, my, that's my mama, okay, and stuff, okay. I'm purposely skipping over some comments that y'all saying, because y'all saying that I'm not, but I see what y'all, I want to make sure that I use my own words when I explain stuff, and I don't want to put nothing up that could offend people, because even though I don't find it offensive, if I didn't say it, but trust and believe, I see you. Okay. But yes, we're gonna go on and get into this stuff because I'm like, fix it. I am going to do a review of Creed 3. I'm going to do that once I'm off of here, and I'll just put it up as a regular video as a premiere. I won't do no live review, but I do have comments about the movie and my interpretation of things and how much I love the movie, okay? But yes, I see you. I did. I did. I fully see you, and I seen it, and I was like, okay, okay. Hi, or Nikki's son, or Nikki's son. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Nikki, your first live. Well, welcome to the live. Okay, we have a good time around here. Okay, get your little drink, little water or drink of your choice. Okay, sit back, relax, and have a good time. Okay, we are a very fun bunch. We are the JayBirds. Okay, and we have a good time. This is the safest corner in the world. In the world. Okay, we love newcomers and old comers, and however you come here, you are welcome to the bunch. Okay, but yes, happy Saturday. That look. I watched about 30 minutes of the episode before I left to go to the movies. I watched the rest of it once I got back. And the whole episode, I was like, y'all just need to just the season is entertaining. I want to say that the season is entertaining. However, I also feel like when people around here looking for attention, I'm going to give them the attention they want and give my critiques. And I'm going to do it respectfully. But I'm going to say, BS is BS and we ain't going to ignore BS. Okay? Not at the all. Okay, good evening to all. Okay, let's see. It is also Pamela Cleveland's very first live. Welcome, Pamela. Have a good time. Get your little seat, little water, little vodka, whichever one you choose. Okay, if you want to have water or liquor or wine or juice, all is welcome. Okay, we're gonna have a good time though. Okay, but welcome to live. The editing was wild. I agree, and I think it was like that. I feel like this episode was about the fight. Everybody else's storylines around here, to me, were pushed down a little bit to hype up this fight. And the fights, let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. As I said, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. To make sure to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, and y'all know to like the video. Like the video, like it and share it, like it and share it. Anyway, these fools was fooling. These not Eris and Karen. Eris and Karen was not on this episode, but I still like having them in my thumbnail. Okay, but the fools that is main center was fooling. But let's start with Shawn and Sara. The fact that I feel bad for Shawn makes me feel delusional. Because how can I feel bad for Shawn? How can I feel like the person Shawn messing with around here using him for her ex baby daddy's attention? I don't know. But I'm like, how can I possibly feel a little itty bitty bit sad for Shawn? Because Shawn is a man who still left his 6 children with their mama in a whole other state to come around here to get with a prisoner who had her own baby. What I will say is this situation of them around here talking or whatever, and Shawn is already up with the baby, making a bottle, sweeping up breadcrumbs or whatever, hoping they don't see no water bugs and how I saw a man. You know what I'm saying? But around here trying to be a good husband today. Not yesterday. But today he wants to be a good husband or whatever. I really appreciate you, okay? You're a great mom. You're a great wife. I don't want you to feel like you have to leave me. I'm just so sad. And being around here with you and me and you being a family, okay, I can realize how much I was an absentee father who left my children for you and came here to have a whole new life and whole new children and left my other kids I birthed with some other woman elsewhere. I realize I am a deadbeat father. So because I realize I'm a deadbeat father, I want to make up for that and then try to be there for my kids. But I get that you saying I'm spending too much time doing other stuff and not with you. Because that's Sarah's gripe. Sarah's gripe is we married. We have a baby. I'm your wife. Okay, and when I want attention, you should give it to me, even if it means you not talking to your kids. Okay, I'm around here and I want to be with you all the time. Okay, I was like, Sarah, you married somebody who abandoned the 6 kids he had. What made you think he was gonna come around here and be there for you like a good ass man? Shawn not a good ass man. Shawn will work and make money and pay pay the women he with or the women he had kids with. He'll pay for their stuff. Like Kelly has never complained about Shawn being a financial provider. Shawn don't mind working, but Shawn don't want to be around. Shawn don't want to put in the personal time it takes to be a family with your children, okay? But I feel like, Sara, that's your fault for not paying attention to that. Because Kelly tried to warn your ass, and you thought but he married me. He ain't married you. Well, it seems Kelly may have been dumb enough to have his kids, but Kelly wasn't dumb enough to marry that man and let him be nothing. She just kept getting pregnant by that man for no damn reason, okay? And that's the crazy part. Now, while Sara said, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overwhelmed, but I feel like the life we live, I like being a stay-at-home mom. I like being around here. I'm be busy too around the house, whatever. But I make sure I can get everything that I prioritize my time to make time for what I have to get done with the day. I need you to do that too. And he said, "Well, I will. I'm gonna be better because I don't want to lose you. I love you. Love me. Be with me. I'm gonna be the best husband I can be." Now, I don't want to be the nagging wife, but I'm so happy you listen. Sara absolutely wants to be the nagging wife because she wants to be the wife. Sara got exactly what she wanted, married. And the crazy part is, I don't even know if Sara really is in love with Shawn, or if she got out of prison, Shawn was around there, knocked her up, and he's here, and now we together. We're here. We're together. We're A, B, C, D, E, F, G family, and I'm going to stick around, okay? But I'm like, whatever. Now, we do see them, because she basically said, cool, I'm happy that you're going to try to make more time for me. Sara is sitting around here. She really just wants to make time for that first baby daddy, okay? She feel like whatever Shawn ain't doing, I bet you my ex can do. Because back then, we was on drugs together. Before I was in prison, my ex was great. He probably still great. Girl, look, stop looking backwards. Stop looking. You already look. You already fucked up and married Shawn. Don't come again and lose Shawn, who at least keeps you in a place where you don't have to work. You're taken care of. Okay, but don't lose that man and then end up getting back with that ex who ain't nothing but a drug addict. Okay, and I know former addicts can for sure be rehabilitated and can, what I'm saying, not relapse or whatever. But I feel like you should never try to start a relationship with a currently recovering addict. I feel like addicts need to be like drug free for like a year or two at least. Get over the hump of I can relapse any day. Because I think once you are a year or two out of trying to quit drugs, you're just in a more stable, not getting back on drug place. It's always a chance that anybody, be it a drug addict or alcoholic, it's always a day when you can just get drunk and it is what it is, or get high. So I'm not saying once you get past a certain time frame, you never had the urge. What I'm saying is you have to get past that early stages of I could use today because it's still fresh in my bones. And usually you have to work past all your triggers or whatever can bring you back to that place easily within that first year or two. Again, when you're about 2 years out, if you've done it properly, you have built yourself up to be a bit stronger. And for Sara to really be around here having these feelings, mainly because her ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, back around here and she want that dick back. It's like, girl, never make long-term decisions on short-term dick. And that ex is short-term dick. It is. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. Now, Sara then went to a doctor's appointment. I had a picture up because, she talked to her mom later on too. So that's her talking to Shawn. That's her mama. We're gonna get to her mama. We're gonna get to her mama in 1 second. Okay. I just had to, make one graphic for all of it, and I ain't feel like making separate stuff. Okay. But Sara and Shawn go to a doctor's appointment because Sara wants to get her titties done. Sara wants a boob job. She wants a no. I also know that when women have babies, our breasts our bodies go through it. Okay, but we know that when a woman breastfeeds as well, boobs can be a little bit saggy. The things happen. So Sara wants her titties done. She wants a boob job. She wants to get some big old D cups. First of all, she's so tiny, she gonna look dumb with D cups because she's not only short. She's petite. Now she has a belly, but that's a postpartum belly. Okay, she's a petite young woman. Now, but she told Shawn my body changed, Shawn. Okay, and so I need my titties done. Now Shawn don't want her to have her titties done. He's like, I think you're fine. He also feel like he knows she out of his league. I said, sir, first of all, she not really out your league because and I'm not saying that she's not a pretty woman because Sara's a pretty woman. So sure, but she's also an ex-convict with no job. Okay, with 2 kids, and one of the kids' baby daddies is an ex-con and an addict. So I'm like, she really isn't out of your league. People need to stop making it seem like because of how you look, you are out of somebody else's league. Shawn may be a funny-looking person who we think could possibly be on different spectrums, okay? But I feel like Shawn, at least, I don't know, he can drive a car. Or hello, okay, he can work or whatever. He's a manager of the general manager. So I feel like is she out your league? I don't know. Anyway, so they get to Dr. Thing or whatever, and she wants some little D cups or whatever, but she round there and her phone keep going off. The ex is texting her. Text, message, text. Girl, I was like, Now she's I gotta go to the bathroom. It's the ex Texas. She goes to the bathroom she left the doctor visit to call the ex who kept calling her because she said she's like, I think he thought I was cool because Shawn is usually at work right now. Which to me means she's consistently having conversations with that man while Shawn is at work. Okay, which means she's right here cheating. Not physically cheating, but she's for sure emotionally cheating on Shawn. And it's not a bad thing, it's whatever, okay? But leaving the room to go talk to that man was kind of crazy. Now the man, like, look, I'm out of rehab. I'm saying? I'm off parole. I got my license back or whatever. I'm a bit stable. Can I meet our daughter? Can I be a father? Can I be in her life? And the fact that Sara's considering it, I'm like, ma'am, you have not seen this man outside of prison. Meaning since you got out, you ain't seen him. And since he got out, you have not seen him. Anybody who's a known drug addict who I left alone or whatever, or who left me alone because we both was in prison, you have not seen him in person first. Why are you having any kind of conversation about him seeing the daughter? You really should be having this conversation with Shawn old crazy self. Now Shawn gonna find out Shawn gonna be jealous, and Shawn admits I'm jealous. I can admit it because she's out my league. Okay, I was like, ain't no way. I'm trying to have a conversation with my just out of rehab ex who I have not seen since before I went to prison 8 years ago, or let's say 7 years ago. Okay. Ain't no way we are talking about him seeing our child. Not yet. You need to show me that you good. And because she around there she up there in the bathroom with the fake titties, okay, the little couplets or whatever. Girl, what is wrong with you? Now she do tell that man I have to talk to my mama because my mama because when she went to prison for 6 years, the baby daddy was still not the one helping raise the kid. Her mama raised the daughter. The daddy had a chance to come help. He never did. And the fact that you're having this conversation with your mama before you have it with your husband shows how much you know for a fact you dead ass wrong. And the mom like, look, you know what I'm saying? Because the daughter is 8. The daughter is 8, and the daughter don't know the daughter has never met the birth father, so she has no recollection of the birth father. And the mama, well, the grandmama, it's like, I don't know, because he's done this before. He'll pop up and say how he's better, and he just won't follow through with coming to see the kid or whatever. And she 8 now, but I guess what I'm saying, the daughter has a right to know her father, but hopefully, what I'm saying, he really gonna do what he said. I'm like, he not gonna do what he say. Now the mom like, what did Shawn say? Oh, I ain't told you. Oh, you ain't told Shawn yet? Girl, the mama said, daughter, this gonna get messy. Daughter, if you don't tell Shawn, it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be trouble because Shawn has a temper. Shawn may be a weird looking alien. However, he's gonna fuss about it and be upset about it. So I want my titties done. Sarah she really want her boob done for that baby daddy. She want him to come back around here and see her how he remembered her years ago when it was kids. Because don't forget, she's only 30. Okay, so her and this ex had a baby when she was around 21, 22. Everybody look great at 21, 22. I look great at 20. I look great now. My point is, she wants him to remember how she used to look. Not her, now that she's had 2 kids, did 6, 7 years in prison. She got Shawn sucking on her. She don't want him to know that. She wants him to know her young and sexy stuff. Get out my damn face, lady. Let's move on to Puppy and Amber, who we also know is a freaking train wreck coming around here wrecking havoc. Now look, I don't know. I still don't know why they are a thing. I don't know why Puppy and Amber can't get it right. I don't know why Puppy and Amber keep getting themselves in the same messes. I feel like both of them, it's the same conversation. And I don't know if that's because, Puppy is still with Eric and nothing's changed, or if it's because I'm like, why is Amber and Puppy on the show? Like, what do they do? Like, I don't know. But the conversation is between Puppy and Amber and the other prison friend. I will also say this. I swear, every time I hear folk who be in prison, who get out of prison or whatever, they always say how they can't be around other felons. They always around felons. Amber is around Pup, who's a felon. The black lady's a felon. All y'all are felons and former prisoners. That's all y'all know is prisoners. Everybody around here got a rap sheet except me. Okay, so Amber talking to the black lady again, who was someone they been in prison, and she's telling the black lady how her and TC got the argument based on Puppy and the dude TC saying how Amber said Puppy and that man Eric was selling drugs or into drugs. Okay, and I don't know why I was tripping out or whatever. I just passed out. Blah 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 blah. Okay, and they called Puppy and she told but me and TC was arguing, girl, fussing. Okay, about you. Now Puppy says how I only brought up to TC that I was not a drug dealer because I just want him to know I'm not a drug dealer. It's not true. Everything about Puppy and Shawn, I'm not Puppy and Shawn, Puppy and Eric screams somebody's selling prescription pills or somebody's selling something that you can't get at Farmer Jack, okay, or at Walmart, okay, or at CVS, Walgreens, the Pick and Save, or the Quickie Mart. Okay, a pool is not selling whatever Puppy and Eric is selling at the damn Quickie Mart. Okay, Homer can go to the Quickie Mart and get whatever it is that Puppy and Eric sells. Stupid. Duh. Now, Puppy is like, you know what? You know, things are hard at home. Okay. It's so sad at the house or whatever. Me and Eric still beefing and whatnot. Okay. I found out Eric was still around here banging his ex-wife. I say, you know, you still there? So this is the crazy part. Eric divorced the ex-wife. Okay, it's actually they're officially divorced. However, Puppy, like, he left, he ain't come home or whatever at one point in time, and then the ex-wife called Puppy. The ex-wife called Puppy and told Puppy, "Hey, guess what? I'm fucking my ex-husband." The ex-wife proceeded to call Eric. Listen, let me get on screen. Let me get on screen. The ex-wife called Puppy. "Hey, Puppy, I'm fucking your man. He's my ex-husband. We fucking, okay?" The ex-wife then called Eric on a 3-way call. I'm like, first of all, 3 calls are the devil sometimes, okay? But the ex-wife with Puppy on the phone calls Eric. Her and Eric are then having an argument about who ghosted who after they fucked. He had no idea that Puppy's on the phone hearing all of it. And y'all know Puppy's a puppy. She's a puppy. And when she said, yeah, she called him on the phone through it, and they was arguing about, you know, who goes to who, but he was admitting to them having sex. I was like, that's crazy. This is what's crazier. The fact, first of all, your ex-wife would never have my phone number. Like, why did your ex-wife need my number? How did she get my, well, whatever, I can't know that. But for the ex-wife to call, the ex-wife is being messy too. And I'm not excusing Eric's behavior. What I'm saying is anybody who's their ex-husband and then called the ex-husband current girlfriend who he been with for over a year or two. Puppy and Eric been together for like 2 years. So the ex-wife knew about Puppy. So for her to call Puppy and then say, "Hey, not only am I a client of your boyfriend's penis, listen to this," and then calls that man and proceeds to have an argument with him about who left who alone after we fucked the last week. I was like, first of all, what? Now Puppy know I have to leave him. I can't be with him, but I don't have nowhere to go. I don't have no money. I have no car. She don't have nothing. And she said, "I know he keeps me dependent upon him because he know if I leave that I won't come back." First of all, Puppy, I don't think if she left, she wouldn't come back. I think if she left him, he would talk her into coming back because it's a very much so codependent, mentally and at least emotionally and probably verbally abusive relationship. But the fact that she's fully aware he's a lying piece of shit. Because he know he fucked that lady. And it's one thing to cheat on me. It's something else to then have an argument about who ghosted who with the person you cheated on me with. Why do you care that she ghosted you? Why does it matter? That means you still want her in some way because you're upset at your girl. No. But Puppy is also aware that when she got with Eric, he was married. I don't know why she assumed the divorce paperwork would make him stop fucking that lady or stop dealing with her. But he lied to her. Okay. But Puppy, like, I want to leave, but I don't have nowhere to go. Okay. When Eric gets to the house, they kind of like even talking, but she wants to go visit her mama to go drink. And of course, because she's not in a car, he has to take her. They go to her mama's house. Where's the picture? First of all, I'm happy her mama's alive. Because, you know, her mama was sick. Was really sick. So I'm happy the mom's alive. She looks less sickly because when Puppy was still locked up, the mama looked like she was about to die. So she don't look as sick now as she did before. That's great, okay? But the mom like, oh, so how y'all doing since the divorce and everything? We're great. So we're amazing. The ex-wife is out the picture. Me and Puppy are amazing. And he lying through his teeth. You hear me? Lying. The ex is in the past. Because again, Puppy has not confronted him about the fact that she knows for a fact you fucked that lady this other day. Just the other day. And the fact that you need your boyfriend to drive you to your mama's house because you can't get nowhere. You don't have nothing. And you sit up here crying because he went in the house to go pee. Now, Puppy out there crying, saying, Mama, you know what I'm saying? She lying, you know what I'm saying? He did bang that lady, whatever. And she's crying like, I want to leave. I just want to leave. I just want to leave. But I need a plan. She don't have, how do you, look, I don't need to know you cheating on me to have a plan. I feel like every woman should have a plan. If not a plan, you should have it to where if you want to leave, you have somewhere to go. Even if all you have is $1,000 to pay for a hotel room for a couple of days, just to clear your head. And she don't have nothing. This is the gotcha though. The fact that your daughter up there crying, and the mamas that I knew, the mamas that I knew as soon as she walked up, I knew something was wrong. So him saying how they great, I knew he was lying. I knew it. And I thought the mama would say when she was crying, just come here, just be here. Now, mama house looked like it's real messy. But hey, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. And you said Puppy can call Amber, but Puppy can't go live with Amber because TC not gonna have it. So technically, her calling Amber would probably cause more issues because then her Amber gonna fuss. Puppy is a baby who, to me, has never grown up. She's always been dependent upon somebody else to do things. I'm like, ma'am, the moment I was unhappy in my relationship, I would gotta get a job. Get a job to have your own money. Cause I still don't know what Eric do besides cut up his jeans. That's it. And it's sad because she looks so depressed. Puppy always looks sad. It doesn't matter how done up her face is, what clothes she wearing, she always looks sad. Her face looks permanently sad. And sitting around there at your mama house, and her mom, look, this is gonna sound real mean. Her mama house to me is a white version of Sanford and Son. Dun 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 dun. It's like it's a junkyard. But I'm like, even Sanford lets Lamont come home. She need to come on home and live with her mama for a while and get her shit together. Because other than that, you're gonna be unhappy. And when he came out from the bathroom, said, all right, let's go. I'm like, nigga, how you know she ready to go? She may not be ready to go. Let her be. But he is controlled because he knows she is his toy. And she needs to get from under that man's thumb immediately. Okay, get back to your mama house and live around there. Okay, let's move on to Tayler and Chance. Y'all know there's a many people we don't like, and Chance is one of those many people we don't like. Okay, why? Because Chance is full of crap. Chance is full of crap. Chance is full of poop. All up and through. Okay, now Chance and Taylor sitting around talking. He's about to tell her that his son, okay, Ethan, is coming to town. So they sit around there talking or whatever. And I don't even know what it was about. I wasn't even listening. But he tells her how, hey, so yeah, just to let you know, I bought my son a plane ticket to come here. I paid for out the money we don't have, and he'll be here like today or tomorrow, whatever the day was, okay? And she's pissed. Not that he let his son come visit. No, not that. But because he's spending money they don't have and they have a baby on the way. Nobody should ever be around here. Nobody should ever be around here and tell their wife, hey, I paid a ticket for a kid I abandoned 18 years ago to come see me around here in the house that you paid for. And when her point is, why would you make a decision like that without talking to me? This fool said, until we married, you have no say on what I do. I said, oh, that would have been the day that Chance was put out my house. And my reply would have been, until we are married, you have nowhere to live, my child. Because you around here spending all the money, all willy-nilly. If you gonna tell me that I don't have a say-so in what you do until we married while sitting on my couch in my house, you would be homeless immediately. Get out. You can move in once we married and you can afford to pay the rent on your own. Okay? He then say, well, I just, I always don't think of things on my own. You see, I just don't think about whatever. Well, you shouldn't have came around here and got with somebody who has a life too. You can't be around here feeling like, okay, I don't have to check with her. Nigga, you in her house. And I know he not like, I know that, but I had to say N-I-G-G-A because I wanted to. And when she find out the son coming, I just feel like you're making decisions because you're trying to make up for not being there for him. Okay? And we can't have that. Okay? And I just think him coming here can bring it close or whatever, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not. It's not. Now, Ethan, who was 21, he had not seen Ethan since he was 3 years old, he said. Because, he was a drug addict. You know what I'm saying? He was in prison. Okay? So the son, now y'all see, not the son look like a rocker Jesus. Ethan seems like a nice kid. But the fact that Chance did not tell him, hey, also this that you're not shocked, my fiance is pregnant, because there's one thing with your parents who has been around here forever, and ever. And they now have got with somebody who has kids, who they're now father figure to, and you're also the person's pregnant. So it do feel like when you couldn't be a parent to me, so you try to have a do-over with a whole new family. Okay? So I feel like Ethan is fully aware Chance may be full of shit and making bad decisions. Just maybe. Okay? And I feel like Chance lives a imaginary life to where he really think, if I just think it, it'll happen. And that's what it can be. Now, when Ethan said Chance is a man, I don't know Chance or whatever, but we'll see how it works out. He has not been around at all. Seeing him now here with this fiance who has these kids, who's also pregnant. I wonder if Chance makes good decisions. He doesn't. Not at all. Okay, so they go out to eat and whatever. Now, Ethan brings up for years he didn't know that the man who was his father was actually not his father. He was raised thinking somebody else was his dad because he and Chance was gone. He said he found out, I think he was a teenager, that Chance was his father, whatever. But he never had a good father figure in his life. But the cool thing was, you know what I'm saying, Chance admitted, I didn't mean to be a shitty father. I got hurt. I got on pain pills, got strung out, and things just went from there, whatever. But Ethan, like, look, I get it. Okay? Everybody has a chance to make up for this or for that or whatever. This is your second chance. Just don't fuck up. I can, I'm fine allowing you to get to know me. Okay? I was like, okay, that's fine. Now, when the whole family went to dinner or whatever, and they were up there talking or whatever, and they told them the name of the baby's a boy. She's pregnant with a boy, and they're gonna name the son, what's the boy name? Mason Carter. And this Ethan said, "Oh, well, how did y'all come with the name? Mason Carter? Oh, well, it's the ancestors. The ancestors. Okay? We have ancestors who was named Mason. We had other ancestors named Charles, and so we went with the names of our ancestors from before." Okay, and I was like, "Negro, what?" And I know you're not black. And Taylor said, Chance lies for no reason. We picked the name off of, baby blankets that we liked. Like, it had nothing. But the fact that she's aware and she sat there and watched him lie, I'm like, so he ain't shit and you still there. That's on you. Okay? That's on you. Now, you kept asking about the boy mama, how your mama feel, did you tell her, how life's the mama, whatever. And she's like, why does he keep asking about that damn mama? But Ethan said the mama was just only upset because he didn't tell the mama before he went out there why he was going. So the mama found out once he was there. So the mama felt like you could have at least told me that you were going to meet with him or whatever. But again, Taylor don't like the fact that he's even including the questions on the mama because the son is grown. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she admitted he be lying for no reason. She said, Chance sometimes lie just like lie for no reason. But girl, because you let him. I would have called him out. Anyway, it's time to pay the bill for the lunch. They're at dinner. It's time to pay the bill. The fact that Chance did not have all the money, he had to split it up between like 3 credit cards and had to ask her for her credit card too because he was still short. She's like, I don't know. He been working all of this OT. How can he not afford a bill? The bill couldn't have been more than like maybe $200. I was like, you didn't plan? Like, look, I'm a firm believer in you should never go to any restaurant that you don't know if you can afford it. Because when he said, hey, do you have, any money on your card? She's like, what? What? Yeah, I need like $70. Okay. Like, she was pissed. She was pissed because mainly they let her know he don't have money. You brought us out to eat, had us order all this food, knowing whatever money you had on your card wasn't enough, okay? And you just told me earlier on that I don't have any say-so on what you do to be married, which means how you pay for shit ain't on me. My food came to $13.72. I would pay for my food and my daughter's, and that's it. You pay for the rest. But I'm like, ooh, he ain't shit. It was embarrassing. Because not only was it, I feel like he embarrassed everybody. He embarrassed Taylor, them daughters, the son. Because to show he's not responsible. Because if you could not, how did you not pay attention? I'm like, when he told the waiter, yeah, put $30 on this bill, put 50 on this bill. Okay, so 50 on that card, 30 on that card, and then whatever's left, put on the third. I was like, no. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, thank you. Okay, it was pizza. It was pizza. Once he said the 50 and the 30, I'm like, it's more than $80 for pizza? It's just stupidity, okay? But let's move on to who's next. What's these people's names? Not Derek now. We're gonna do Michael and Justine, but first I want y'all to take 1 second and like the video. Because y'all don't like it is a thing to do. Plus, I need some more cold water. Anyway, Michael and Justine, to me, are... I don't want to say that they're not interesting, but I do feel like it's some bullshit in there. Because we still don't know who make the money, how the money's made, or whatever. She quit a job. He fresh out of prison. What's happening? What's going on? All we see them do is wear matching outfits. That's it. You know, they run out here look like cat burglars, okay, for no reason. Why y'all cat burgling? In matching scullies, too much jewelry, and crossing guard jackets. It's just stupid. Now, we know she's pregnant. Now, this is the crazy part. I feel like at this point, she like a month pregnant, maybe 2 months pregnant. I don't know. Okay, but she wants to go see a doula. Now, for those who don't know what a doula is, like Mike didn't know, a doula is just a person who helps facilitate what the birth mom, what her parents, what they want in their birthing plan. Okay, some want a home birth. Some also want to just help throughout the pregnancy. They help you after the baby's born. They help you with lactation. They can help you with your emotions with postpartum. A doula is just a full-on assistant, okay, who also can help you birth the baby too and stuff, okay? But the fact that this fool said, I can rub the belly, I don't want no doula. That ain't what you're stupid, Mike. You're dumb, okay? Fucking cat burglars. And they go talk to her, and she's explaining what she can do before, during, and after the birth or whatever. And then, because once the baby's born, the doula can help then too. Michael then say, well, would you be willing to travel? Because we want to move or whatever. So, would you be able to travel with us to, help do whatever? And again, how you are... I just don't understand. You fresh out of prison, y'all cat burgling. She quit her job. You don't have one. She lived in a little ass house, and I almost feel like, if I can remember, are there curtains up on the walls? For some reason, I feel like it's sheets up. I don't know. I just don't understand, one, where the matching outfits came from. Two, how are y'all paying the bills? Why are we acting like we don't know that she quit her job and no one knows where the money coming from? And we just supposed to accept he keep talking about doing shit as if he can. That fool can't lead a state yet. You know the reason his kids aren't there is because his kids stay in Rhode Island. He stayed there. They in Pennsylvania. He can't lead a state. I'd be damned if someone who can't lead a state to go visit their children can tell me we gonna leave. You can't leave, sir. You're on parole, probation. You're on house arrest. Okay, Sit down some damn way. But you want to have me around here with a doula and you telling her that we're going to move where? Move where? He don't know. This fool says somewhere in the east. He don't know where. And the thing, like, he keeps changing where he wants to move. He'll say one place, I'll look into it, and he'll change his mind. My thing is, why are you letting him telling you where you going? And the crazy thing is, she's just gleefully going about her day with her husband who can't. I don't want to be with anyone who can show me the W-2s, 1099, or whatever forms that he submits to the I, the R, and S as proof of the income he makes. So that way, if push comes to shove, we know we are secure in our financial whatever, because you don't have to work a 9 to 5 to make money. I work a 9 to 5. I also work YouTube. Okay, YouTube is self-employment. Okay, so I know for a fact you can make money other places besides a 9 to 5, but you have to show me how the money is made. Show me your 1099. Show me whatever. How? When anyone can explain to me how they make money, I don't want you. I don't want you. And if he has money saved up from his drug dealing or rapping days, just say that. However, we feel, and by we I mean me, feel the money he has saved, he maybe can't say where it came from, or he would have. Now, could the show just be, ignoring what he's saying and cutting that part out? They could be. That they could be, but whatever. It's still weird. I don't like it. So he said he wants to buy land somewhere and build what? What money? Because this is my thing. If he had so much money saved up while he was gone away, why did you not make sure y'all had a better place to live when you first came home? Why, if you was gonna marry, whatever, why have you not got a new place? And I'm not knocking the place, but I'm saying the house ain't big enough for them and 8 kids at this point in time. It just isn't. But he wants to buy land somewhere else. Now, I agree with him saying the amount of money we pay here in PA, we can get something bigger somewhere down south, Midwest, or whatever. You can get a bigger house for less money in Georgia. I only know that because I watch Married to Real Estate with Ebony, her husband, and folks who be moving down there. They do be getting these huge ass houses, 4, 5 bedrooms, 2,000-3,000 square feet for 800 grand. And in other states, maybe like PA, New York, whatever, it's more expensive. So I get him saying we can get more bang for our buck elsewhere, but where does the buck stop? Where does the buck come from? Okay, but she's upset because he won't just decide where he wants to. Again, stop trying to make him make the decision. Okay, now back at the house, she tells us how her 13-year-old son, they found out last year that he's actually on the spectrum. So the outbursts he has and his social interactions or whatever come from his diagnosis. And so that's something they're newly dealing with right now. And I'm like, so you have a son who's on the spectrum and y'all have to figure things out. Why is that not a topic of what y'all gonna do? My thing is, we not moving nowhere unless where we move to has a great program for my son. Because if he's 13, he's on the spectrum. He's already missed out on 12 years of, aid for his diagnosis. I would not be trying to move anywhere solely based on where Michael wants to live. Wherever you want, we need to pick places that has services for my child. Because not everywhere has available resources. So that should be the deciding factor. But I'm like, how are y'all making these decisions based on Michael and what he wanted? What? Not off the prisoner. The fuck? Now I get the son who had like kicked Michael when Michael tried to hug him, but some people who are on the spectrum don't like being touched. So sometimes calm down. Calm down. Like, I also feel like Michael only been out of prison maybe a month at this point in time. I don't need you hugging me. And it also to me shows Michael has not done any research into kids who are on the spectrum, because sometimes they will punch you. They will punch you. So I want them to make better decisions. And Michael feeling like, I think your son, was rude to you. I like how he talked to you. My kid did that. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. First, understand the needs of a child who is on the spectrum. Also, I feel like, and I'm not trying to speak negatively about how Justine raised her son, but a part of me feel like her kids are friends. They're friendly. So a part of me feel like she's been a bit lax with them. A good mom, but a bit lax. Because you can tell by how the aura of their how they do things seem a bit like freeing. So I also think bringing in Michael was hard for all the kids, and that should be both of their main situations. And y'all, because I don't talk about it much. I work with autistic children, so that's why I'm always careful when I say stuff to not offend anyone, because you don't want to put an autism diagnosis on someone. But if the child is on the spectrum, there's many things that they have to deal with. And if he's 13 now, you found out a year ago, that means that was 12 years of just uncharted territory that the kid did not, and the mama did not know how to handle things. So I don't know where he is on the spectrum. However, we're gonna see. Anyway, I want Michael to sit down some damn where and let that family, breathe with him before we try to move them somewhere else. Okay. It's stupid. Speaking of stupid, oh God. I don't think Monique and Derek, I'm trying to pick my words wisely to not cuss them out too soon. I saw their interview on The Breakfast Club. I saw their interview on Way Up With You. I saw both. And I feel like I preferred the interview with Carlos King was more messy. The interview with Carlos King was, to me, embarrassing to Monique, but she sat around for it. And she's still with him. I feel like, we know last episode, Derek admitted to having sex with 10 different women or whatever. Monique found out while watching the show. And they had already recorded their interview with Angela Yee. They then had a interview with Carlos. Carlos focusing so much on their sex life was aggravating to me. I feel like I found out more information about them from the Angela Yee interview, because when they talked about how, for this show, they said, Derek said, we didn't want to be on the show. Like we didn't call it a show. Mm-mm. He said Monique was in a Facebook group for women who are, dating men in prison. It was like a support group for, prison wives or whatever. And a producer of the show was in the group and reached out to Monique to be on the show. For me, I feel like the fact that people who reach out to get on the show is one thing. That to me means you looking for something. But if y'all were just dating or whatever and not talking about it or whatever, and a producer found y'all in the group, because we know the producers be looking for cast. You know what I'm saying? And they reached out, and then eventually Monique and Derek agreed to do it. I feel like, okay, that means they were at least a couple before the show or whatever. I also feel like Derek was more clear and concise with some of his responses on the interview. So that all happened. That was like last week. But what I did appreciate was them telling us how, again, we did not try to get on the show. They called us or whatever. This episode was crazy. Derek and the sisters are on their way to meet up with Monique and her sisters. I want to make something clear. I said it earlier. I want to repeat it now. Anybody who has been watching me for a while, y'all know I respect the LGBTQIA community. I, acknowledge everybody and how they identify. I do not misgender. I do not try to cause any kind of discourse between anybody who, live how they live. Derek's sisters are assholes. The one in the pink coat who wants attention is the worst for me. And it aggravates me that when discussing public situations from TV shows, we have to be so careful when speaking of anyone within the LGBTQIA community, specifically anyone in the trans community. I feel like no one had an issue with Derek's sister from the time we saw her come on screen and we were fully aware that she was trans. No one had an issue with the sister being trans. The issue for me came where the sister consistently comes for Monique and how she looks. I've seen the sister post stuff about smelly coochies and this and that. And I feel like as a person, if you're going to come at me for how I am, or how I look, and who I was born to be, who I am, or whatever, I'm going to retaliate. And a part of my retaliation may be talking about who you are. So that's thing one. Thing two is, meaning issue number two. Look, I'm gonna have to say it. At the end of the day, Elizabeth is a trans woman. Elizabeth was born a man. We respect the fact that Elizabeth either is post or pre-op trans. I don't know. She came on television dressed as Elizabeth. However, Elizabeth still used to be whoever else. And clearly, by seeing Elizabeth, she still has a way to go in her full transition into her Elizabethness. And I don't care on what earth you come from. I don't care with anyone. I don't care if somebody is saying, come fight me. Come fight me. You ain't going to swing. I don't care. You have to be held accountable for who you are. And unless someone is physically attacking you, Elizabeth, you have no right to run up on 3 women. I don't care their size. I don't care what they said. You, as a born man who has transitioned into your womanness, has no right to run up on 3 women. I don't mind them fussing and arguing. Whatever. My fault day. My fault day. I also don't care that the lady was saying she ain't gonna swing. You still have to be held accountable for who you are. You should not let anyone bait you into attacking them. Because if you are in a car and someone is out the car 20 feet away, you were in no danger, ma'am. And as y'all see, I have never misgendered Elizabeth. I've never called her anything else than the sister, that lady, about her name. But anybody who has been watching since the first time they all met up outside of prison for Derek, Elizabeth and the other heifer, the other sister, had an issue with Monique, period. And the fact that Monique's sister was there with her and went over there and said, I just came over here to check the temperature. Wanna know why? Because Derek's people pulled up with a fucking attitude. And we know checking the temperature just means we want to make sure things okay. Because I don't know what's going on. Okay? Things, in my opinion, did not get crazy and rude until Elizabeth posted a picture of Monique on social media, calling her fat, this and that, and all those things. So what? It ain't no so what. Do not bring your linebacker shoulder ass round here fucking with my fat ass and think I'm not going to call your broad shoulder ass out, Elizabeth. I don't have to call you a him, a he, or misgender you to say your linebacker built ass ran up on me in your dress like a linebacker. People have to be held accountable for who they are. And if you want to be looked at as Elizabeth, the woman you say you are, that's fine. We can respect that. But ma'am, don't run up and fight women. I don't care if you post-op, pre-op, never want to op. You should not be around here running up and trying to fight women. Period. That's my whole thing. We can fuss and argue all day. I feel like I can fuss with you, but nobody telling me from 30 feet away I ain't gonna swing is gonna cause me to run up on them and swing on them when I know how the world sees things. Why would I put myself in that predicament? Girl, get really. If any of the trans sisters should be worried about is Monique. The golden child, my love, whoever you may be, I'm going to say this respectfully as I can. Girl, hush. Okay? Anyway. So, had to get that part out. Derek and the sisters riding up. Okay, they're gonna call them or whatever, and they're being dumb. They're being dumb, and Derek is being willfully obtuse to the BS, of the sisters. This is my thing. I know folks feel like Derek playing both sides. Derek is. This is what Derek is doing, and this is me speaking from somebody who knows prison folk. Derek don't want to go back to jail. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm saying Derek don't want to go back to jail. Derek is trying to not engage Monique. He trying to not engage his sisters. He is trying to not control anything. He's really allowing stuff to just happen. So that way, if something go down, he can say, I didn't do nothing. Bitches, look, bitch, let me tell you something, okay? And I mean that as respectfully as I can say it, okay? The thing that aggravates me the most is the bias shit, okay? It's the bias shit. So don't do that, okay? Don't cause me to have to cuss you the fuck out on this great Saturday, okay? And I don't know how many times you want me to tell you to shut the fuck up. If you have a comment or if you want to make your own page, go around there and do it, okay? Don't come into my comment section with that bullshit. Get real healthy. Bitch, I'm real and I'm healthy. I'm healthy, I'm heavy, I ain't biased. Now you want to, I be having to catch myself, honey, because I don't want to get blocked. I'm trying to go to this person's page and block them, because this is the thing about YouTube. We block y'all, and then y'all can't ever comment no more, because y'all don't, y'all have lost the right to comment. And I don't know why you want to come around here and get blocked. I don't know why. That's on you. However, have several seats and get the fuck out of my place. Okay? Get the fuck out of my place. Now you can't ever be seen again. Now go ahead and make another page and come on in and talk shit. But as of today, shut up. But be blessed and blocked. Anyway. I'm here to read a bitch today. You know what I'm saying? I think, look, I always say, I'm a very positive person. And I think folks sometimes take that for weakness and they try to troll. And because I'm usually letting the comments go, I let them go and let them be. They think they can. I'm Detroit through and through, born and raised 313. Don't try me, okay? And anyone who think that me saying a trans woman should not run up and fight women, and I'm saying that because I'm biased, because I'm big too. Well, so what? If Monique was skinny, I would say the same thing. Oh, heifer. Anyway. Don't try me. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Anyway, so they ran around. They ran around chit-chatting or whatever. Okay, they talking. Now, his sisters feel like Monique is the one to blame. If Monique needs to admit that she caused the issues, okay, and Monique brought her sisters along because she want to fight. What sense does that make? How do you say Monique is too big to fight us? So she brought her sisters. They literally said that Monique is too big to fight us. So she brought sisters. I was like, what? What? And again, to me, and I'm not defending Derek. I'm saying Derek is trying to not have to not only not pick a side, but if something go down, he can say, I ain't do shit. Because Derek don't want to go back to prison. Because again, if they fight and the police gets called, Derek goes back to jail. So I feel like no matter what Derek would say to his sisters, they're still going to act how they act. Now, as his girlfriend, me watching and seeing you not say to them, don't talk about her like that. You cannot like her or whatever, but stop talking about her like that. That would have got Derek punched in his throat by me. But I've never had a man I dated not defend me in my size or whatever. I've never dated someone who had to defend my body to their family. Ever. Never. So that ain't a cross I've had to, you know what I'm saying? It is stupid. Okay. And I was like, y'all saying that Monique is too big to fight y'all. Ma'am. Your sister is too different to be fighting women at all. Little mama. Because the little one who seemed to be high all the time and giggling and dense and dumb, when they said, why her sisters care so much? He said, because that's their sister. Oh, like you, I brother. Yes, dummy. I hate young and dumb people. Okay. I have to word things in a way that I feel are not disrespectful. And yes, little mama, your sister's too different to be fighting women. Okay. I be having to, get my point across. And there, because again, I never want to come off disrespectful to anyone in the LGBTQIA community. I respect all because I want all to respect me. That's why I refuse to misgender Elizabeth because she is who she is. Boom. However, we're not going to ignore, ma'am, you different. Your weight class is different. Okay? So, Derek gets aggravated because he's mad because he's like, y'all on some bullshit. I ain't going. He pull over, get out, start walking. He don't care. I ain't doing this. No. Now, we know that Monique is with her sisters too. Ride. Okay? They riding separately to meet up at this park, okay, to have a conversation. And the reason why, because some folks say when they went to the prison, Monique's sister was the one who got out the car and went over there. This is how I think folks talk back to me. So this is how I hear y'all in my head. Went over there and was rude to the sisters. I don't feel that. I feel like Monique at that prison when Derek was getting out, Monique only had information that Derek told her about his family. So she felt like, okay, if he's telling me I don't rock with them, we kind of see he don't rock with them like that. That's all she had to go by. So when we get there on prison let out day, y'all pull up and y'all weren't supposed to be here. And I don't know what's going on. And my sister over there to see what's happening because Derek told her y'all wasn't coming with y'all here. I want to know what's happening. Them sisters got an attitude first because they saw how Monique looked. The fact that the sister said, Monique catfished us because we thought she was skinny and she was fat. She has to admit she the reason we all beefing. It's on her. She catfish, bitch. How can my girlfriend catfish you, bitch? How? How? But all of the information came from Derek. How Monique feel about that man's family came from Derek. It all came from him. So why make it seem like Monique is the issue? Y'all like trolling that girl because she's fat. And y'all feel like other folk won't like her because she's fat. And what you don't get is fat people stick together. And so does skinny folk, okay? And not all people have issue with fat people. So a lot of folk do. A lot of folk do. They do. And I feel like the trickery to make us feel like Monique catfished his family is stupid. Derek has already told us he knew Monique was fat. We know Monique is fat. The picture she used, which was from the titties up, can only show how it don't show your belly size, but we still knew she was plus size. So it's not as if Derek ever thought she was skinny. But them sisters is on some bullshit. And when Monique and them talking, they like, we just want to, not have no issue with it. They're not coming on no rah-rah bullshit. They having general conversation, in my opinion. But Monique said, I expect bullshit. And to me, if I'm going to meet my man, two sisters, and when one of the sisters used to be different and has already shown aggression towards me, they've already told me they're gonna beat me up, they're gonna kill me. We've already been fussing and arguing for at least a month straight since he got out. I'm not meeting up with y'all by myself. It's two of y'all. I'm coming with my people too. I'm not rolling up solo. No. Look, it ain't happening. It ain't. Now, I also feel like we all know a fight was gonna happen. Why? Because them sisters around here wanting to fight. They didn't want a conversation. They want to fight. Why? Because they think this is WWF, WWE, Zeus Network, Bad Girls Club, or whatever else, and that's what they want to do, okay? They on bullshit. Now, they all pull up. Look, it was a bunch of fussing. It was conjumbled. Yes, and let's not forget, the bitch is in a ski mask. Let me look. I am Detroit born, through and through 3 all day. Okay, Linwood, Hazelwood all day, NFL all day. Okay, I live the life. Okay, don't nobody roll up in a ski mask and a full fake fur coat, unless they trying to fight. And sneakers. She was in a ski mask, one because the hair wasn't done. She didn't want a wig pulled off. Also because if I get punched, my face is covered. That sister came to fight. You can't tell me no different. Now the long hair one in the front came high and was down for whatever. We know she was done because at the end of the day, she was all fucked up. But that back, the one in the back seat, that one right there, she came to fight. When you want to fight, you keep your hair wrapped up. Okay? So can't nobody grab it. Okay? That's what you do. It's all you do stuff so that way, no one can grab on to anything. You don't want your hair pulled out. Her hair wasn't done. She did not want her wig pulled up because she's probably balled up underneath, okay? And she did not want any scratches. Okay? And she wore sneakers. Period. You can't tell me no different. Can't tell me no different. Okay? Now, front seat sister, she just high and wants some attention. She wants some dick. She wants somebody to see her on TV and put her up to the side and give her a ring and say, I love you. Yeah, and up that line. We paid $300 for this. Girl, them nails ain't bit most. Girl, get out my face. Up here lying. You hear me? Lying. That sister, y'all can act like y'all don't know why backseat sister is in a freaking ski mask. Bitch is not even winter. No one else is dressed like it's cold outside. She's in a ski mask while on TV, while meeting up with her girlfriend. Her brother's girlfriend. She was dressed to fight. Because with that ski mask on, it's nothing. She had on a like a bodycon dress. So there's nothing for you to grab onto. No sleeves, no nothing. She came dressed to fight. While some women who come to fight, we will have on a long sleeve shirt, our hair pulled back in a bun, some kind of skull cap on or whatever. You want to have nothing for someone to really grab onto. And the only reason for a long sleeve shirt is so that if you fall and you tussling, your skin ain't getting scraped up. And the push comes to shove and they grab and you come out your shirt. Okay? Don't ask me how I know. You hear what I'm saying? Don't ask me how I know. I know. Okay? So I know what's up. I know what's up. I ain't dumb. Anyway, they all pull up. Okay, they all there. And they talking. And they fussing. And they arguing. Okay, full on. The fact that the fact that her sneakers don't match her coat aggravated me. You hear me? The fact that one sister is in Ugg boots. The sister in orange is in Ugg boots. You don't fight in Ugg boots. You don't. You don't fight in Ugg boots. You don't. Ugg boots don't have no grip. Ugg boots, you can break your ankle. Okay, Ugg boots, you fight in sneakers. And who's in sneakers? Who is in sneakers? Monique is in sneakers, but Monique is always in some sneakers. Okay. The sister came in easy stuff. Monique had on a button-up shirt. You don't wear no button-up shirt when you want to fight. Okay. Monique hair down. This is not how you dress when you want to fight. The backseat sister is dressed to fight. Anyway, they round here fussing back and forth. All of them have their own opinion on who started what and who said what and how they think Monique and her sister started it, back and forth. I told you, I still feel like Derek's sisters were the ones who started it when they posted a picture of Monique on social media. And then Monique's response was about who Elizabeth was born. Period. Oh, she already started a new page. Let's go ahead and block Landy Gill. We love it when they make a whole new page and come back. Thanks for the view. As always, appreciate it. To make a whole new page, a whole new channel to come around here and talking all cat for no damn reason and get blocked again. Anyway. My point is, they round here fussing and arguing and back and forth or whatever, and nothing to me made any sense. because they're never going to agree on who started it. They're both going to always blame the other. That's how you know they're not really trying to squash nothing. It's still a fussing and arguing, and that's sitting. Okay? And until they grow up, okay, until they go around here and let me see. Let's go ahead and report the person for spam. Because, you know, when you report them for spam, they get their page shut down. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they're not going to agree to anything. But they fussing. From the part that we seen, I didn't hear Monique's sisters say, bitch, hold, nothing like that. It was just back and forth conversation. It was, in my opinion, it was Derek's sister who was like, what them hoes, you know what I'm saying, contacted me or whatever. It was me. Yeah, that hoe over there, that bitch. I'm like, see? Okay? Dumb. Back and forth, because at this point, everybody is immature. Everybody. At this point, everybody is fussing for no real reason other than, you know, let's fuss and argue. Let's fuss and argue all day, all motherfucking day. That's all that it is. We can back and forth for the whatever and leave. Oh Lord Jesus! I just realized I never cut my monetization on for this video because I was rushing. Just cut it on an hour and a half in. Lord, why didn't nobody tell me? Y'all know I don't work for free. Lord, I just miss out on so much revenue. Lord Jesus. Anyway, my monetization is on right now. I don't know how I did not have it on before, and that aggravates me. I just saw that I did not have it on until just now. So, whatever. Anyway, my point is, fussing back and forth is all immature. It's too much. It don't make no damn sense. Jesus fix it. Okay. So, one sister ran over there to the car. They separate now because again, it's getting hot and heavy. I'm like, where is security? Because as they fussing and talking, I'm like, y'all don't see they about to fuss. Y'all don't see they finna fight. Somebody finna fight. I don't know who. But somebody finna fight and it's gonna get crazy. Okay? Somebody gonna fight and we ain't gonna like it. Somebody gonna fight and someone may get arrested. Okay? So the one sister in the pink coat go to her car. Okay? And they still fussing back and forth, whatever I'm saying. And go with them fat ass hoes. Okay? Go with them fat ass hoes. Because I want to fight. Now, Monique's sister, she not going to swing. Because you want to be a woman. You know? Pink coat then said, my coochie don't bleed or stink. I'm like, bitch, what? So, Monique's sister is still saying, but she not going to swing. And I'm like, this is crazy. Because I feel like you should not be trying to fight that lady anyway. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to keep saying to a trans woman that she ain't going to swing on me because somebody may swing on me and then we upset. I still feel, even with me saying that as a trans woman, as long as nobody is physically attacking you and they're not a threat to your well-being, you should not be running up on anyone. And the fact that that lady ran up on Monique and her two sisters. Now, she eventually was on the ground, as we see. But, again, I want people to know that that sister was all the way over there okay, somewhere else, sitting in the car. I want it to be known that there was no threat to her. I want it to be known that someone saying you not gonna swing should not mean shit when you not in their face. I want it to be known. The fact is that you weren't there. Okay, you was gone somewhere. Okay, you was gone on to your car. You running from the car, around the car, across the parking lot to fight people is stupid on your part. So for me, I would say verbatim, and I would say it every day to the day I pass away. Nobody who was born a man and who seemingly is still going through a transition in life should be running up to fight women. Again, unless you are in an argument with people and someone is trying to physically attack you, you are defending yourself, that's different. If you are a trans woman and someone, man or woman, is trying to fight you and they're physically attacking you or about to attack you, and you are trying to defend yourself, all bets are off. But you were in the car. You were in the car. You were in the car. You weren't near them. And it also to me shows how, where the fuck was security? I feel like nobody gauged this situation the right way. Because ain't no way that she should have been able to run over there like that. Now, it was a slow motion fight. Very slow motion. To where the sister in the gray, I don't know how the fuck she fell. I don't know how that happened. I have no idea. Because Elizabeth came and swung. You know what I think it is? Again, the sisters in the orange and in the gray, they not dressed to fight. I also feel like her shoes she got on probably don't have no grip. Ain't no ankle support. Nothing. And so I do think she just got knocked off balance. But I'm still like, when you saw her charging, running up, first of all, if I see someone charging, running up, I'm not going to dismiss. I can't dismiss. Monique. I don't know how your reflexes did not reflex. Because if I see someone running towards my sister or my anybody, first of all, I'm tripping you. Okay, I'm going to Monique had every chance to bulldoze, and I mean that respectfully as a plus as woman. She could have bulldozed Elizabeth's ass because you saw her running up. But again, I feel Monique and her sisters did not come to fight. Argue, yes. I think they knew at some point a full argument was going to happen. And I feel like the fact that Elizabeth was in that car around the way, they didn't see. I think they didn't see her running up until they saw her running up. And from Monique saying, if you run up, and she ran up, and I was like, what? Now the actual fight was less of Elizabeth on people, and it was more of the sister in the orange beating up the girl and the other sister in the black outfit. The sister in the black outfit, she kind of got beat up. She did. The fact that we see the security, and yes, the sister has on a thong. She's not naked. Her ass still looks weird, but she's in a thong. But I think the reason they had to blur it, and I'm going to be truthful, I'm going to be truthful. Because they have shown women's ass in bikinis and thongs on here before. I think the reason they did not show the sister is possibly because what is in her thong is different. However, the fact that security, because folks kept on saying, why didn't Derek? Why Derek can't stop them? It was two people trying to grab people. So they did not really have security. They couldn't get the sister off anybody. They couldn't get anybody off anybody. But the fact that they had to kind of wrestle Elizabeth ass to the ground, to me, is like, get your ass, ma'am. We're going to manhandle you. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change, okay? They had to get her down. Because truth be told, at the end of the day, even though she identifies as Elizabeth and is trans, they still look like that's different. Okay, that's different. And we have to acknowledge the fact that that's different. That's different. And anyone who wants to act like that ain't true, delusional. Delusional. It was weird. Just to say nothing. Because it was a slow motion fight. Monique can't fight. To me, Elizabeth can't either. Because you had a whole running start. And you knocked over the sister in the gray by thinking because, again, she got them chucks on. They ain't got no grip. Okay? And I think she just kind of, toppled over. But, nobody was, beaten up. And Monique helped a little bit, but not enough for me. You can't look at my sister wrong. And if you done push my one sister to the ground, and you're not fighting, my other sister, whatever, and things just got so crazy. Because when the sister in the gray got up, and she's then fighting, because Elizabeth tried to beat up the sister on the ground, but she got up when it was helping. The sister in the orange was then fighting the other. It was crazy. It was crazy. And can't nobody tell me this mess ain't crazy. To where Derek is trying to pull her sister back. Security is trying to get in between Elizabeth and her damn girl face mask and her fighting the other sister. Lil Dodo Brain is in a headlock because Monique's other sister is the one who has a little bit in the headlock. I'm sorry, had a little bit by the head. That's why security's hand kind of has her in the headlock because they trying to get people loose. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not dealing with y'all and these. At the end of the day, Monique not a fighter. Monique not a fighter. But everybody isn't. Everyone is not a fighter. Everyone, don't know how to handle crazy folk. Once I know that my boyfriend's sister is a ghetto ratchet mess who will fight me, even though she should not, I would have been had my brother beat Derek's ass. I would have been, okay, had my brother beat Derek's sister ass. As soon as I saw Elizabeth running up on me or whatever, my one sister, and my one brother would have been meeting up with Derek and his two sisters. And both my siblings would have known who to get who. I mean that with every fiber in my being. You cannot like me, but your brother like me, and we're a couple. So you want to fight me, whatever. They came to fight Monique. They did. And y'all heard me. Look, I'm gonna say it one more time. Okay. If I was Monique and I'm dating Derek and we meeting up with his two sisters, I would have had my brother come and beat Elizabeth's ass. You hear me? Because can't nobody tell me that Elizabeth operates, acts, encompasses herself as a grown woman. No, Elizabeth is trans. She is. But some of the testosterone in her system still be popping out. And for that reason, because you are not fully carrying yourself as a woman, I can't come at you as one. So, if this was me and we was meeting up, I would not have brought my two sisters. I would have brought my sister and my brother, or my sister and my cousin. I would have brought my sister and a male family member just in case Elizabeth wanted to fully be who she is coming after me. Because even once it took two men, it took two grown men to get Elizabeth off the other women. Derek couldn't get his sister off the other women. So when it takes that many men to get her off people, because in those moments her natural bornness was coming up out of her shoulders, my brother or my male cousin would have been there to tag that ass. Because I don't want to have to use a weapon to defend myself against you. I don't. And if you could have easily let your little sister fight them ladies. However, Monique and her sisters were not trying to fight. They were talking cash shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not saying Monique's sisters wasn't talking shit. Ain't nothing wrong with talking shit. We can fuss verbally all day. But again, I'm going to say it one more time. Monique and her sisters was over here by the wall right here. And the other lady, Elizabeth, was all the way in the car 20, 30 feet away. You were not in no danger. Wasn't nobody attacking you. But someone telling you you won't swing don't mean your grown ass should run up on women. You are a trans Elizabeth. You are a trans woman, and that comes with all kind of issues and situations or whatever. And I always feel like a trans woman has every right to defend herself when someone is attacking them, be that male or female. If you are a trans woman and a woman is walking up on you to fight you and you have to defend yourself, cool. Punch her one good time and let it be. But when you are a trans woman fussing with people and you have walked away from it and you are no longer in any danger and you come from out of your safe place to run up on the women, to fight them, you need your ass beat by somebody's brother. And I don't care. I ain't trying to offend nobody. I don't get no fucks. Okay? You have to be able to hold your emotions and your reactions accountable in fighting situations. And I'm not saying that as a trans woman, you don't have a right to defend yourself against women. What I'm saying is you do not have the right to run up and fight a woman who's talking shit from a 30 feet distance. And to me, that is why Derek chooses to not engage with his family. At least with them, with that side of the family. Because the fact of the matter is, if the police showed up, Derek could have went back to jail. I would never put myself in a situation to go back to jail. Ever. And it's crazy because Derek's sisters really like this bullshit. And I don't know why. Now, I think it was Tracy had sent me some. Let me share my screen. So, Monique's sister, I don't know which one. This is from the original Straight No Chaser from earlier today. Speak out after girl speak out. Girl spoke out. Girl, I said speak. Spoke out after the fight, and she said the man. Now again, the sister is misgendering Elizabeth, not me. I am reading what she said. The man really lied to y'all and said we jumped on him and we had niggas with us. We stole money out his purse, all type of shit. When clearly y'all seen that nigga did his one, he lied so fucking. He lied so much. Then talking about suing us, how we could have pressed charges and some more shit. Derek actually wanted us to. You a whole man, but DM for the dick pics and videos. All this lying about you being a woman. Ending today, Mr. Man. You're canceled. No more weekly checks for you, weirdo. That is what Monique's sister put up on social media. Now, I do know that last night after the episode aired, Monique put up some kind of post. I don't know what the post was at all. However, whatever it was that she put up, she then deleted, took it down. Because apparently whatever it was some type of misgendering, some kind of otherness that they want to have around. Okay. I'm trying to see if she had the other thing up. Or she took it out. Oh no, she took it out. So Monique had then put up a baby picture of Elizabeth. She put up a picture of Elizabeth back when Elizabeth was a boy. And it seemed to have been, I probably took a screenshot of it because I'm messy. I probably saved it, but because she had deleted it, it's I got it. I'm gonna upload it to my computer. Thank God for Apple. The first post Monique had put up, she took down. And when she put up this post and people was asking her why she took the other one down, she must have said something that, was extra, okay? Now, I'm like, girl, don't y'all be, where's the image? Because I want to show y'all because I'm trying to be thorough. So, Monique put this up last night. And this said good night. And because I seen someone say, why you deleted the comments, but she had deleted something else that was on there. but she has now taken that part down because I'm assuming they were saying putting up a picture of somebody pre-transition, is offensive. I think is what the point was. So she said, but she posted this last night. Okay. Now, Elizabeth posted this. The fact that these major platforms are allowing them to discuss and disclose my gender is wild to me. My truth is no one else's story to tell. I'm truly disgusted and heartbroken from the actions and allegations Derek and Monique are saying about me. My story of being a part of the LGBTQ community has nothing to do with the show or any business related to Derek and Monique. I said today, as Elizabeth Cartel, if any personal or gender related information is disclosed from any party, I will take legal action. So I don't know what else she had put up about that lady. What I will say, according to Elizabeth, things that were really ugly between Derek and her sister after the comment. I feel like this. I feel like Elizabeth can't be on the show acting how she acts. Acting out as well. And thinking nothing's going to happen. I can see them having a full-fledged argument. I can see, because I feel like Derek said on the thing with Anthony and him, he said how he don't talk to them no more. So I know stuff must have happened that they won't show on camera. But I also agree with you, Tiara. It's weird that Elizabeth does not want anyone discussing her body, pre or post. But they continually like to speak negatively about how Monique's body is. And I feel like wanting people to ignore what we see is stupid. I feel like being a part of the LGBTQ community, but wanting to ignore what we see is like lying. Thank you, Ad Award for the $1. I feel like you can't attack other people's physical being and then want to protect your physicalness. I feel like you can't start a whole brawl and then think people not gonna pull y'all apart or stuff gonna happen. Excuse me. At the end of the day, I feel like no matter if we believe it or not, Derek and Monique are a couple, and you both are his sibling. You're both his sisters. So for y'all to attack his girlfriend and her sisters, like, I think y'all felt like he would continually support y'all. And so now for Elizabeth, because I had not heard from the other sister, but for Elizabeth to make it seem as if, oh, I can't believe the social media platforms are allowing people to discuss me pre-transition. It's like, I'm Caitlyn Jenner, don't talk about Bruce. But we know Bruce. We saw Bruce. I don't call you Caitlyn, but you can't make it seem as if you can tear down other people and you think folk not gonna return it. Like, your rights ain't no better than ours. It's hard for everybody. But if you do not want people to come after you, you can't start a fight with them. Also, the only insult, when the only insult somebody has is that you're fat. Okay. Okay. I know. I'm saying, like, if you can't come after me for anything else besides my body, I'm saying, if your only read is you're fat, okay, you're a bitch. Okay, you in my opinion, Elizabeth is using the trans community to have that be escaping her bullshit. Let me use that to get out of what I'm doing and get out of what I've said and get out of what I did. Let me be around here and be continually going after another black woman for her size, which is how she was born. But you can't dare come at me about how I was born and how my body grew up and transitioned into what it was. So if you do not want anyone coming for you, then don't come for them. And it's not as if their sisters came after Monique for anything else other than her body. They had not went off on Monique, or they had not cracked any other jokes on Monique besides her weight, which is her body. That's it. They haven't called her dumb. They ain't called her lazy. They haven't said she got bad breath. Her wigs are stiff. Nothing. Hell, they haven't even attacked her clothing. And I had her clothes. Okay. They consistently talk about her body. So if that's what you want to do, I got you, boo. I'm going to post your baby picture, bitch. Again, we can't make it to where, because not all trans people are like Elizabeth. I think that's also something to acknowledge. Not all trans people are trying to use the trans community who are misgendered and mistreated in life in general. No one trying to consistently use that as a reason for them to be defended. I feel like you came on this show and you knew what folk would say. You knew folk would comment about you. I feel like she felt like more people would be disgusted because Monique is a plus size woman. She really tried to play on fat phobia. So I feel like you lost at your own game, Elizabeth. You tried to fat shame Monique and thought the world would fat shame Monique. And most of the world has fat shame Monique because a lot of the world don't like fat people. I'm lucky enough that my skin thick enough that when folk call me fat and overweight and I'm going to die and my blood pressure and all that shit they say about people who are plus size, I can, let it go. But I would never support someone who feels the need to, make it seem like, oh, it's cool. Oh, it is what it is. Oh, it don't matter. Oh, I'm going to leave it be. I feel like nobody should allow anyone to shame anyone for body, whatever. Trans body, fat body, skinny body, man body, woman body, whatever it may be. You ain't allowed to come on God's green earth and on Beyonce's internet and on Oprah's television shows, okay? And because Oprah's a television network, and just allow people to treat you any kind of way. And you also can treat people any kind of way. I always say, you can read folk for whatever you want to read folk for. If all you have is, oh, you fat, whatever, you don't have nothing. But if you are also saying to me that you a better woman than me, your coochie better than mine, because your coochie don't bleed, don't stink. If you're also having these rebuttals to me that speak on womanness and womanhood and titties and coochies, if that's what you're doing, my response will be about your transness, because you can't come at me about how your cooch is better than my cooch and it ain't, and then think people not gonna say stuff, because they will. And people can respect her as Elizabeth Cartel. Cool, but bitch, start by respecting yourself. You should not be so involved or invested or cared that much about who your brother dating, but you are because you want to be on the show. So you want the attention, you want it on the show, you got it. Anyway, y'all, that was the whole episode, y'all. It was messy. It was messy. At the end of the day, I said it once. I probably said it 18,000 times. Nobody who is a trans woman should be running up to fight women. The only time a trans woman should be allowed to fight whoever is in self-defense. If women are running up on you to fight, you have every right to defend yourself. I always say, punch them one good time, they'll leave you alone. But nobody ran up on you. You ran up on them. And that's wrong. Flat the fuck out. I don't care if they said, she ain't gonna swing. She ain't gonna swing. I don't care. You got up from around there and ran over there. I'm done. I hope y'all had a good time. I will be live tomorrow between 5 and 6 p.m. for a live gossip chats, okay? For things going on. I'm gonna go chill out because it's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I did not get enough rest for today. Do not forget to like the video, okay? Do not forget to comment in the comment section for those watching the replay. Do not forget to also, what else? Oh, subscribe to my channel to become a JayBird, and follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, also on Twitter, the turn and take on the top. Okay, I love you all. I had a great time. Great time. We had a great time. Okay, and y'all know we have a good time around here. Okay, every day, all the time, and whatnot. I will talk to y'all tomorrow because Lord knows why Martell and Cole saw around here on live together, honey. We'll discuss that tomorrow. I gotta go. I love you all.